Hello, my children. How do you do? Oi, bruv. Hello. Good evening, my children. It is nice to see you. Oh.
You're not my dad!
Yo.
9 months. A baby is due. What do I do?
Well, I mean, we have to figure out first who would be the pregnant one, right? Which is assumedly me based off of the lore of the stream. The second part is probably just waiting, right? Wait for contractions, you know? You know what I heard helps the delivery of children is Twitch Prime. Interestingly enough, have you guys heard that? Have you guys heard about Twitch Prime? Peak quarantine when I first followed. Oh yeah, crazy. What's up, Freckles? Over 2 years ago. Crazy. I need to put on the ears, don't I? I am late to stream. To be fair. Let me find some. But for real though, thank you for the tier 3, David. I really appreciate it. What's up, Jaylene? Hi. Good evening. We're gonna be doing a study stream today. I have my national counselor's exam, or I guess I have my counselor preparation comprehensive examination this Friday, and I still have quite a lot of content to review, so you guys are gonna help me study, and interestingly enough, I will actually be able to, you guys might not be able to help me, but I can actually share the content that I'm studying because it's not anything personal. In fact, I'm essentially just reading a textbook. So I did play Among the Sleep. It was okay. It was a very mediocre game. And also there was a text-to-speech thing going on during that time, which like was very tilting. The salt was maximum. But it was an okay game. I don't know if I would recommend that game. I really don't. Wasn't it over an hour? Am I wrong? Am I wrong to think it was over an hour? It had to be. I'm very surprised too at the length of the text-to-speech, mostly because I don't think that there were that many people that were like participating in the messages. That'd be cool, Anne. I mean, I think I love my job. I love it. So it's totally up to you. I mean, I think that it's not too difficult either in terms of the actual courses, but I'm a little biased. because I grew up with my mother, who is a therapist, so I had a bit of a leg up, just kind of in general. Poggers. Ha, Poggers chat. There's a stream. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. How do I cope with this misfortune? Remove it. I just remove it entirely. We are studying tonight, yes. At least I will be studying tonight. You don't have to study with me, but I will provide the option to do so. I'm going to be reading a textbook, and it's actually quite a good textbook. It's not like a traditional textbook. It's a book that is made for it is made for study. I did not, Jaylene. How is it coming back? Like, what are they doing? Put it good use. Thank you. I think I'll be a fine counselor. I would definitely hope so. Actually, to be fair, you will learn quite a lot about, I would actually say that the exam is more psychology based than like therapy based. But there are definitely some therapy things that are included in there. At the current moment, I am on track to pass, but we have not finished. we have not finished. So, but yeah, you might actually learn quite a lot of what I have been learning. So, or what I learned throughout my courses. Okay. Oh shit. Oops. I found the latest version of the book. Or am I wrong? I don't know. Oh, no, there's a different textbook. Yeah, this is a different textbook, okay. Thank God. Okay. There it is. What's up, Bo? Hi. Yeah, we're gonna learn some stuff today, hopefully together. So, the way that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna explain how today's stream is gonna work because I'm gonna be learning, hopefully. What's up, bunnies? Hi. My exam is this Friday. And I am literally doing my studying this week. So it is an all-encompassing exam, by the way, as in it is an exam that encompasses all of the content that I have learned throughout my entire master's program.
You like jazz?
I have 3 attempts to pass the exam, and I get my exam score immediately after I complete the exam, because it's I have to go in person, but it's on a computer. So thank you, Bo. And thank you, Techie. I appreciate the well wishes. So, okay, here is the way that today's stream is going to work. So normally I would have liked to play a game, but because of my upcoming exam and my stress levels, which are a little higher than normal, I would like to study. So my options for how we do it is you can either literally full screen, like watch me study, but I thought that that would be like less fun. I like learning, and I hope that at the same time maybe you like learning, and maybe if you're watching my stream, you're interested in what I learn in my classes. So the way that my studying is set up, I'll show you. Let me show you. Okay, so we are going to be reading the Encyclopedia of Counseling. This is the 3rd edition. There is like a 4th edition, I think. But this one is free. This book is made for this exam that I'm about to take, as well as another exam that I need to take in the future. So, show you. Let me make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Hi, Pam. Hello. Yeah, maybe. I mean, hopefully it won't be boring, but even if it is boring, that sucks, because I need to study anyway. So when I have to submit the exam, I go to the exam on Friday at 3:30, and I submit the exam there. I do it like on a computer there. So there are 9 different categories of counseling that I need to be proficient in: human growth and development, career development, social and cultural foundations, assessment and testing, which you can see them, they're all listed here, literally right here, counseling and helping relationships, research and program evaluation, group counseling and group work, professional counseling orientation, and ethical practice. So, and then did I miss one? Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, what's up, Ben? Hi. Human growth and I took my undergrad. Yeah, so the way that these chapters are set up, I'll show you the first chapter, right? Or I guess technically it's the 3rd. So the way that the exam is set up, so this is chapter 3, human growth and development. It's set up as an exam. Essentially, we're going to go through these questions, and it's going to say Freud's stages of psychosexual are psychosexual, while Erik Erikson's stages are, and multiple choice, just like the exam. And we're going to hopefully guess it correctly. Psychosocial.
You're not my dad!
Yeah, DMI.
Stat poke.
Thank you for the 15 months, dude. Thank you. And then it's going to give an explanation of the answers and then actually give you the correct answer right there. So I've already done I've done human growth and development and social and cultural foundations. I'm already done with those. I still have like 5 more chapters to go. Each chapter is 100 questions. So my goal by the end of the stream is to complete 100 questions. I would like to reward myself if possible. I figure as a reward for every 20 questions that I get, I'm gonna allow myself to open up a pack of Magic the Gathering cards. But I would also like a punishment for every 20 questions that I get incorrect. So, oh, thank you, Jaylene. So, the punishments are counterproductive to learning, but they're productive to content. So, oh, wait. I got a good one. I got a good one. All right. I may. This is actually probably the greatest idea that I've ever had. Ever. Like, I would, like... Alright. I will introduce to you, in the alpha test mode, with only 4 options available, the workout wheel. For every 20 questions that I get incorrect, I'm going to spin the wheel. Which is going to have a bunch of workouts that I already worked out today. Today was leg day. And ab day. So, essentially, the ones that I would like to avoid are the wall sit and probably the squats. The sit-ups, we'll see. So, for every 20 correct, I will open up a pack of Magic the Gathering cards. For every 20 incorrect, I will spin the wheel and do a workout. So, I hope that this is enticing to you. Because I feel like it is actually a grave mistake that I will come to regret by the end of the stream. I guess depending on how smart I am, how much knowledge I've retained. So, with that being said, I'm going to begin. And if you would like to help me with the questions, I'm going to read them aloud, and then we can try to figure them out together. And if you don't know, guesses are still accepted. We're going to treat this as if it's a real exam, besides the fact that I'm cheating and using all of your combined knowledge. So, and maybe even we can do a little How do we know if we answer correctly? It gives the answers, so we will know. Let's change the color of this bad boy. She. Yeah, this is going to be an educational stream. I mean, hopefully. I have no clue. I might learn nothing. I might already know the answers, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, look at the quality of the content from today's stream. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. The dedication that I have to providing spectacular content. Unbelievable. This is why I'm arguably the best streamer on Twitch. I mean, look at the production quality. Right? I mean, I'm impressed. I mean, look. Oh my God! Wait! Don't. Before I. And then and then we do that, and then we and then we. I mean, look at it. It's red and blue on my stream. Bruh, it must have taken me at least a couple of hours to come up with this idea. At least. All right. Keeping track of the amount of questions that I'm going to be doing this. And if you would like to hold me accountable, you can definitely do so. But I'm going to be handwriting the question. So here's what I do. All the questions that I get incorrect, I'm going to handwrite the questions or the answers or both. Because that's how I learn, is by handwriting. Typing out means literally fucking nothing to me. And a tip for people in the future, I know that people study very differently, but handwriting things helps put it into your memory better. So, all right, we shall begin. All right, let's begin. We'll just start with the first question. And what? Oh shit! I didn't look. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to also attempt to hide the answers, to hide what they wrote. So, all right, Sigmund Freud. We all know who Sigmund Freud is, right? We all know he the Oedipus Complex, which he invented. Oedipus Complex, essentially the fact that yeah, the guy that wants to fuck his mom. Yeah, exactly. That's the guy, and did a lot of cocaine, and essentially did a lot of nothing, to be honest, to the world of counseling. But you know, we still give him a lot of credit. I assume because he's white. I don't have any other reason, because I don't really know what he contributed. Sigmund Freud is the father of psychoanalysis. Didn't he invent the brain? Which is both a form of treatment and a very comprehensive personality theory. According to Freud's theories, inborn drives, mainly sexual, help form the personality. Blank and Blank, who originally worked with Freud, created individual psychology and analytic psychology, respectively. Okay, if I remember this correctly, it is Alfred Adler and Carl Jung. And I think it's in that order. I think analytical psychology was Carl Jung. You say it's A. I think it's B. I'm going to go with B. Alfred Adler was the father of individual psychology, and Jung, I was Jung, analytical. So I was right? B. All right, sick. I got it right. Any other important information? Respectively. All right, so that's 1. Make the text a little bigger. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that, actually. Let's do it like that. And that way we can get like a... This is definitely a good idea. Okay. So I got 1 correct. Let's do, I'm going to rip out a piece of paper and keep track of the ones that I get correct versus the one I get wrong. Okay. So... So, tally mark. We got 1 right. We're doing well. We have a 100% success rate at the moment. Okay. Eric Burns, transactional analysis, TA, posited 3 ego states: the child, the adult, and the parent. These roughly correspond to Freud's structural theory that includes... Structural theory. It's A. Okay, so it's not A. A incorporates oral, anal, and phallic, which is the psychosexual stages. Unconscious, preconscious, and conscious is wrong because it would be, I believe it would be... It might be B only because I know that unconscious and subconscious and conscious are the preconscious is what's fucking me. So I'm gonna go with id, ego, and superego because I know that that is part of Freud, his structural theory. Posits 3. Maybe no. All right, I'm just gonna go with D because I feel like it's right. I have no clue though, so it's D for sure. I hate we're talking about Freud. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Neither Freud nor Burton carried 3 ego states and biological entities. Blah, blah, blah. Instead, the ego... Wait, did I get it right? D! Oh my god. I'm fucking incredible. That is 2 correct. I wish there was a way for me to keep track of this on stream very easily. Actually, there might be. Wait. Can I get big brain here? Let's get big brain and let me see if this works. All right. So if I were to do it like this, and then I were to change the color up, right? Let's make this fucking, what color do we want? Let's make it like a color that like the purple. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. What's up, Ormies, you fucking juicer? What kind of annoys me is the fact that this is called wrong instead of incorrect. I'm not gonna lie. it irritates me a little, so I'm just gonna change this to incorrect. What's up, Ormies? Hi. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. We're studying for my counselor preparation comprehensive exam. So I have my exam this Friday, and it's all encompassing. And I need to pass in order to graduate. So no pressure at all, you know. What's wrong with wrong? It just doesn't flow as good as incorrect and correct, you know. All right. Moving on. Since we got this correct. Easy peasy, just don't fuck up. I agree. Just answer right. In transactional analysis, the blank is the conscious or ego state concerned with moral behavior, while in Freudian theory, it is the blank. The correct answer here is C. The parent is the conscious or ego state concerned with moral behavior, while in Freudian theory, it is the superego. The superego is essentially the parent of the ego and the id. And if I scroll down, it should be correct. Why is Freud disliked in psychology? Okay, in summary, Freud came up with a bunch of strange sexual psychology terms and things that ended up just not being true. Like, for example, that a male child is attracted to their mother and wants to have sex with the mother when at like a certain age. And same thing for girls. It's like that they're attracted to their fathers, and their sexual urge comes out in a form of aggression. Like, it like doesn't make any sense. And then not only that, he was 100% misogynist, racist, and also like other things included, like he did a bunch of like cocaine, like he was constantly like ripping lines like all the time, like self-medicating himself, like his work was a basis for psychoanalysis, which is the idea that like essentially if we talk about mommy and daddy and the past, we'll end up resolving some issues. But actually my roommate from last year, Juan, his theory is psychoanalysis. So I think that Juan is streaming right now. I'm wondering if I can get him to say something real quick about Freud, because that'd be kind of cool.
Colocando bot alarma. Enemigo detectado en B. Granada. Fuera. Enemigo detectado en B. Exterminio. Colocando un centinela.
I think I did more damage or something they did.
Aquí. Colocando granada de enjambre fuera.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Let's
Let's see if Juan will answer me.
Un enemigo sigue en pie.
I did 54 damage to myself.
Look at chat. Look at the chat.
Did you see that grenade? Oh fuck.
Wait, yo, chat can see. Oh, nice. Your chat is seeing my stream? Nice.
Read the next question.
Why are you? It's not that difficult to start. Whoa, wait. Remember, the book that they tell you to fucking read, it's shit. Do not go for it. Do not use that fucking book. Just read the summary at the end because, man, I almost fucked up. I literally almost failed because I studied that.
He is donut-walling me. My boy is hyper focused right now on his
Sorry, I
game.
didn't say anything. And you're kind of lag. Oh, 55.
Colocando granada de enjambre. Colocando
No
granada de
juegan
enjambre.
principal. No, marica.
Yeah, that.
Los encontré.
Está en el
Granada de
a
enjambre
la
fuera.
izquierda. Está en el box.
Recargando. Enemigo
Oh wow, his friends are kind of toxic, low key.
No, man. ¿Por qué Ego Pix?
Un enemigo sigue.
Oh.
Easy! Easy!
Oh my god, this
Oh
guy.
my god. I was
Press the A
fucking
for
eating
real.
my pants, man. Fuck. I was pressing my butt so much that I was eating
Hello?
my pants.
Hello?
Literally slid all the way
Answer
through
my
the-
question.
Oh my god, bro. Wait. So, listen.
Okay.
Just read the summary. That's it. GG.
No! Like,
Do not act like if there are like questions that you have to do. Yes.
Baliza activada.
Ropa abajo. Lista la cuenta regresiva.
he's like straight up ignoring what I'm saying. He's trying to help me, but in reality, he's not like helping me. It's alright. We tried. We tried. I wanted to get his opinion from.
Jet hizo aquí. Los dos ahí.
Strike plantada.
I mean, what do you mean? Of course I'm ignoring what you're saying. I'm in a cult right now. Okay, say it again. One paragraph.
yo también estoy
That's
atrás.
it.
Por arcade. Veo antena,
Oh, wow. Wait, what? Chiquis está un lineup.
Un enemigo sigue en pie.
Oh,
De Inside.
no, te fallaste.
Alright, we might actually get an answer.
Para atrás. My bad. Era más abajo. Era aquí.
We had to see the lineup. I had to check.
Punto y gana.
Why is Freud a bad person or a bad psychologist? Is that a question in the
Cool.
CBC?
Bro, how the fuck does Breach do
The
68
reason-
damage to me?
Why?
Oh, I did 60 damage to Breach. Oops.
He doesn't know? Okay, if he doesn't know, then we're
Bye,
like
bye,
wasting our
Because he
time.
doesn't believe in rapport? Yeah, technically with Freud, you do not
Killjoy, confío en tu cerebrote.
you do not need rapport. Actually, you shouldn't be enforcing rapport.
¿Quieren jugar? Juguemos.
Baliza activada.
Doing it for funsies. Questioning everybody. And that's it.
Okay. Wait, that's actually a reasonable. Okay. That's actually like a reasonable answer. That's not the general like direction that I wanted the answer to go. But he actually answered it in a different way that would be more helpful for like my exam. So his answer to the question of why Freud is like a bad person or etc. is that Freud did not believe in, or at least maybe like at the time, like the way that therapy is going, he didn't believe in rapport. So essentially rapport is the relationship that I have with you as like a client and a therapist. And there was no emphasis on rapport at all in terms of therapy for his theory. Like, in fact, you should not have a rapport. It's better for the relationship to be very professional and to be distanced. Like I am the all-encompassing, all-knowing being, and you are the person that is attempting to get information from me. So he answered it in a way that I was not expecting, but is still right, which is kind of interesting. Okay, moving onwards, study. Freud felt I hope that was interesting to you. Freud felt that successful resolution of the Oedipus complex, which is the son wanting to have sex with the mother. Oh, that sucks, Crystal. You remember me that I have a math test tomorrow? I don't know a thing. Oh, study now. Now's the best time. What is his evidence for his research? I actually don't know the evidence for Freud's research. I don't know. You don't learn actually quite a. You learn a bit about Freud, but you don't learn that much. Okay. Freud felt that the successful resolution of the Oedipus complex led to the development of the superego. This is accomplished by identification with the parent of the opposite sex, the aggressor. So the correct answer is C. Ah! Wait. Oh, I fucked up. All right, you got me. You got me. I understand now. Yeah. It is the first one. It is 100% the first one. In my brain, I switched them. They were based off of like what the Oedipus complex is and like the Electra complex is. So you're all right. It is the first one. So we'll read what it says. It means swollen feet, whatever. Story. Okay. In the story, so this is like the story of what the Oedipus complex is. In the story of Oedipus, Oedipus is unaware that he has killed his father and married his mother. According to Freud's theory, the child's libido or sex energy is directed towards the parent of the opposite sex. The child nevertheless realizes that retaliation would result if he or she in the case would act on these impulses. Thus, they strive for identification with the parent of the same sex to achieve various sexual satisfaction. And then transference, which is different. Okay. Freudians refer to the ego as I'm pretty sure it's A, the executive administrator of the personality and the reality principle. It's not this. That's the id. And I think that's the id too, so I think it's A. It is. Sweet. On our way. Freud's theory speaks of Eros and Thanos. A client who threatens a self-destructive act is ruled primarily by I don't know. I don't know. I know nothing about Eros and Thanos. The id is the pleasure principle, and it's based off of aggression and impulse. So I would say maybe it's B. But if it's not B, that means it's just A. How many questions are there? There's 100 per chapter. So I'm going to go with B. It's C. I was wrong. Okay. So now we get to learn something. This is actually something that is it Greek or is it Freudian? You decide. Eros is the god, Greek god of love. Eros. It means self-preservation. Okay. Thanos is the Greek word for death. You describe a death wish or what is sometimes called the death instinct. Okay. Specialists who study death. Thantologists. Interesting. That's cool. Thanatos. Death instinct. Okay. All right. I mean, Thanos also kind of makes sense, right? The id is present at birth and never matures. It operates mainly out of awareness to satisfy instinctual needs according to the pleasure principle. Sweet. If you think of the mind as a seesaw, then the fulcrum or balancing apparatus would be it's either ego or superego. I think it's the superego. Fuck. Okay. All right. Review the question in 205. Huh? Counselor educators often utilize the seesaw problem when explaining the relation to them. Oh. It is the ego is the mediator. Oops. All right. Well, moving on. A therapist who says to a patient, "Say whatever comes to mind," is practicing. That is definitely free association. Yeah. That one is easy. That required very little brain power. Okay. The ego contains the ego ideal. The superego strives for morals rather than perfection, rather than pleasure like the id. It's definitely A. Because it's the only one that makes sense for id. Alright, cool. All of these theorists could be associated with the analytical movement except... Okay, Freud was psychoanalytic, so it can't be Freud. Jung was also analytic. Adler... Oh, fuck. I don't remember what Adler did. Wasn't Adler above? Am I wrong? Did we talk about Adler at the very beginning? We did. Individual. So it's Adler. It's C. Ah, fuck. You were right. Okay, so I'm gonna write down that, I'll write down what's in bolds. I'll just write down systematic desensitization and write down both of their names. Desensitization. And then Pavlov and then Wolp. Alright, cool. Listen to David always. Agreed. Most scholars would assert that Freud's 1900 work entitled The Interpretation of Dreams was his most influential work. Dreams have manifest and latent content. Nice. So, what manifest content is when you dream, essentially, it is like taken, I believe manifest is when you take a dream very literally, and then latent is when you are interpreting the dream. So if you ever, I mean, I do this all the time, personally, when I wake up from a dream, and you look at your dream and you're like, wow, like that was very weird. Sometimes it felt very real. So you take what was literally in the dream, or sometimes it's like a dream, a dream that like makes no friggin' sense. So you try to like take whatever you feel like the meaning of the dream is. So, okay. When a client projects feelings towards the therapist that he or she originally had toward a significant other, it is called transference. That is easy. That one is easy, at least for me. It is C. Sweet. Okay. Which case is not associated with the psychodynamic movement? Oh, I have no clue. I don't know. I know the little Albert experiment. I don't know any of these other ones. I've never heard of them. Who is Little Hans? I feel like Little Hans is the guy that does the berries and cream dance. Berries and cream. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Little Hans because I've never. I don't know. That one seems weird. Okay, Little Albert was a famous experiment associated with. Oh yeah. They made an 11-month-old boy, Albert, afraid of furry objects. They like made loud noises whenever he saw a little rat, and he learned to fear. Oh, wait, it was Albert. Oh, the Albert is behavioral. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Haha. Incidentally, rumor has it that Albert, who is used to prove that Pavlovian conditioning could instill a fear in humans, was never cured of his experimentally induced affliction. God damn. They left him with a fear of furry animals ever since the experiment when he was 11 months old. That's funny. In a tragic way. In tragedy comes comedy, no? What's up, Azur? Hi. No worries, Jaylene. I appreciate you. He hates furries. Anna O was considered the first psychoanalytic patient, was a patient of Freud. She suffers from symptoms without an organic basis, which was termed hysteria. In hypnosis, she remembered painful events, which she was unable to recall while awake. Talking about these traumatic events brought about relief, and this became the talking cure or catharsis. Little Hans. What is it? The child's fear of going into the streets and perhaps having a horse bite him was explained using psychoanalytic constructs such as Oedipus Complex and castration anxiety. Odd. Does Little Hans reflect psychoanalytic explanation of behavior? And then Schreber. What is this? He spent 9 years. Oh, yeah. Wait. After spending 9 years in a mental hospital, wrote memoirs of a mental patient. His family was rather wealthy and bought almost every copy in circulation. Schreber's major delusion was that he would be transformed into a woman, become God's mate, and produce a healthier race. Freud felt that Schreber might be struggling with unconscious issues of homosexuality. Wow, I think you and I think Schreber and you chat might have quite a bit in common here. What's up, Wig? Hi. At least with the unconscious issues part. The rest of it, I have no clue. This is odd. In contrast, did I mark it correct or incorrect? No. Okay. In contrast with classical psychoanalysis, psychodynamic counseling, or therapy, it's performed face-to-face. I want to say it's D. It's definitely C. So I have a 50-50 shot here. I don't know how many sessions psychoanalysis is supposed to do. And the couch, I assume that means like you're not like laying on the couch. you know, like you would see in like a stereotypical therapy setting. So I'm gonna go with D. Okay, I was right. Cool. Freud was so gay, the original girl. I already know. Okay. Talking about difficulties in order to purge emotions and feelings is a curative process known as it's catharsis. We actually just talked about it. Rogerians do not emphasize diagnosis or giving advice, which yeah, whatever. Carl Rogers, what a dude. Psychoanalysis normally takes lots of sessions, yeah. I didn't know how many sessions per week. I know that it takes a lot of sessions though. Id, ego, superego is to structural theory as topographical theory. I don't know what topographical means. I don't know what that means. So it's either A or B. Ass sussy. Bruh, my ass is not sussy. Maybe your ass is sussy. A sussy bussy. I'm gonna go with A. I have no fucking clue though. Topographical? Fuck. My professor said if you get a client as a psychoanalyst, I mean maybe. It's my personal opinion that I think psychoanalytic therapists are just not worth your time or money, which Juan would not want to hear, but it's just not like worth it. I put my ideas into more solution focused. Essentially, like, in my opinion, and I mean, talking about trauma and stuff is super important, right? Depending on the client and what they're going through. But in my opinion, I think that there's only so much that talking about mommy and daddy can do. And there's got to be a point where if you're having a problem that we have to try to focus on coming up with a solution rather than staying in the past. Like, how long do we want to stay in the past? You know, you're living in the now. So, that's my opinion, though. I'm going to go with A. It is D. Okay, I was wrong. I don't disagree that the past is important. But I think that when your entire theory is focused on the past, the hardest part about psychoanalysis is actually creating change. When you stay for a really long time in the past, it is very difficult to facilitate change in a client because you're staying in the past for so long rather than dealing with the problems of right now. So, okay, so child, adult, and parent is Eric Byrne. So let me write this down. Child's, adults, parents. Eric Byrne. Transactional analysis. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's useless overall, but I just think that it's not like, I don't know. I would never, I mean, I guess personally I would never go to, I don't know when I would ever recommend somebody. I do think I think it generally is. I think it generally is a waste of money. I don't know when I would recommend somebody for psychoanalytic therapy. I really don't. CBT is the one that has the most proven evidence of actually working. So why would I not pick the one that like is proven to work? I don't know. I don't know what the hell topographical would be. PTSD would be a good example. That's like the only example that I can even think of. But even then, I think CBT is also a good theory. I think that there's a bunch of theories. There's a bunch of theories. No. I'm not like fighting with you or nothing. I'm just more like stating my case. Topographical. I don't know what the hell that means. Relating to the arrangement or accurate representation of physical features of an area. Relating to the representing the physical distribution of parts or features. Topographical theory is Freud's first map of different systems of the mind. According to Freud, the mental apparatus can be broadly understood in terms of three mental systems: the unconscious, the preconscious, and the conscious. Okay, yeah. So preconscious is the subconscious. It's just this. Okay. Wait. Okay, I understand the question now. Okay. I understand the answer now. Okay. I feel better. I can move on. The most controversial aspect of Freud's theory is... I mean, it's gotta be the Oedipus Complex, right? Yeah. I mean, come on. That's just like fucking odd. I agree, bunnies. I agree. Evidence for the unconscious mind comes from all of these except... Okay, hypnosis is yes. Dreams is yes. Slip of the tongue and humor is yes. And then subject... It's gotta be D. Sick. Let's read what this is about, though. Subjective units of distress scale is a concept used in forming a hierarchy to perform Wolp's systematic desensitization. A behavior therapy technique for curbing phobic reactions, anxiety. Is created via the process of introspection by rating the anxiety associated with a situation on a scale of 0 to 100. The counselor can ask a client to rate imagined situations on the subjective disturbance scale so that treatment hierarchy can be formulated. For the record, slips of the tongue. Yeah, okay. That doesn't really... Okay, that makes sense. Good night, Biter. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming by. In a counseling session, a counselor asks a patient to recall what transpired 3 months ago to trigger her depression. There was silence for about 2.5 minutes. The client then began to remember. This exchange most likely illustrates the function of it's either A or C. I'm wondering if... I think the conscious mind is what you can immediately recall. And then the preconscious mind is what takes some time to think about. And then the unconscious mind is stuff that you will... that you essentially can't forcibly recall. It's more like accidental. So yeah, I'll go A. It is A. Okay, sweet. Let's see what it says. Conscious is immediate environment. Preconscious is capable of bringing ideas into awareness with minimal difficulty. And if they can't remember, it would be D, the unconscious mind, assuming, of course, the memory loss is not... Okay. Unconscious processes. which serve to minimize anxiety and protect the self from severe id or superego demands, are called ego defense mechanisms. Yeah, it's definitely ego defense mechanisms. It is, okay. I would have gone with any one of them that said defense mechanisms, so I don't know what the... Okay, moving on. Most therapists agree that ego defense mechanisms deny or distort reality. Rationalization, compensation, repression, projection, reaction formation, identification, introjection, denial, and displacement are ego defense mechanisms. According to the Freudians, the most important defense mechanism is it's gotta be repression, right? It's gotta be repression, right? Repressing all of your shitty memories. Yeah, it has to be repression. Alright, awesome. We were right. Alright. We're doing a pretty good job. I'm almost at a pack. Suppression differs from representation in that yeah, repression is automatic. Suppression is voluntarily, you're holding it back, you're holding it down. And then repression is something that just kind of happens, that your brain is just like, I'm just gonna kind of forget this because I don't want to deal with it. So yeah, cool. In fact, this part, if you guys want to learn something, these, I remember learning these, are super interesting. And if you want to learn something about yourself, I would Google them. Because you will find that you have done every single one of these defense mechanisms. I have done every single one of these defense mechanisms. These are ways of protecting yourself from holding on to shitty feelings, essentially. That's the basic description. So like rationalization, when you make a choice that is bad and then you end up trying to rationalize it, like, it's not that bad because of this, or we just talked about repression, where you take like something that happened to you and you just forget about it, because your brain doesn't want to remember it, or denial, which is what David is going through right there. So I don't remember all of these. I remember some of. I might remember all these. But yeah, they're super interesting. All right, here we go. An aggressive male who becomes a professional boxer because he is sadistic is displaying. All right, here we go. Okay, it's either C or D. I don't remember. I think it's sublimation, but I could be wrong. This is where we're going to learn about some of these terms that I was literally just talking about, so maybe you don't necessarily need to Google it. I'm just going to go with C because that's what my gut says. It is C. Awesome. Okay, cool. And now we're going to learn about it right now. A rationalization is simply an intellectual excuse to minimize hurt feelings. A student who says, hey, I'm glad I didn't get good grades.
You like jazz?
Only nerds get good grades. Which is true. Only nerds get good grades. Think of the follow off the life. That's rationalization. Displacement occurs when an impulse is unleashed at a safe target. Yeah. So displacement would be like if you had a shitty day at work and then you go home and you beat your child. That would be displacement. Yeah, a man who is furious with his boss, but is afraid to show it, so he comes home and kicks the family dog. One hope.
My dad!
Yo, I am your son. Thank you for the prime 4 months. Thank you, thank you. One hopes that the family dog will have good sense to bite him back. Agreed. Which one of these are helping coping mechanisms? None of them. None of these are coping mechanisms. These are ego defense mechanisms. These are ways that your brain tries to defend itself against essentially feeling shitty. But none of them are good. But they're something to be aware of. They're cool to learn because you'll realize that you've done them before in the past, and you might be more aware of them. So I would Google them. Ego defense mechanisms. An advertising psychologist secretly embeds the word sex into newspaper ads intended to advertise his center's chemical dependency program. This is a practice of... You guys might be able to guess this one, actually. Even if you don't necessarily know all the words, you might be able to guess it. When a person secretly tries to embed something into something, I believe it is introjection. Oh, I'm wrong. It is... It's not. What is it? Okay. It's wait. Okay, let's go through it. So A would have made sense, quote unquote, because it's subliminal, right? Sublimation is not the same as subliminal. Sublimation is a defense mechanism, while subliminal perception supposedly occurs when you perceive something unconsciously, and thus it impacts your behavior. I say supposedly because the APA has taken the position that subliminal perception is not effective. Okay. Read each exam question carefully. Here you will note that the question is describing a subliminal activity, yet the subliminal is not the answer. Okay, that makes sense. Introduction takes place when a child accepts a parent's... Okay. A child accepts a parent's value as their own. Okay, they interject. Okay. A sexually abused child might attempt to sexually abuse other children. That question's going to be on the exam for sure. Yeah, that definitely feels like a good exam question. That was also the first question in this. Out of 225 questions that I have gone through so far, this has been the first one that has been none of the above. So I was under the impression that it was not going to be that, but it was. So I got fucked here. What's up, Off the Life? How you doing? Hello. For anybody that is just joining, I am currently studying for an exam. This Friday, I have a exam that I need to pass in order to graduate for my master's degree. And I'm currently studying for it now. It is an all-encompassing exam of all of the content that I have learned from my 2 years in grad school. So if you'd like to join, that is what we're doing. Okay. A man receives a nickel an hour pay raise. He was expecting $1 per hour raise. He is furious but non-assertive. He thus smiles and thanks his boss. That night, he yells at his wife for no apparent reason. This is an example of... Chat, we just answered a similar question. Are you able to guess it without seeing the answers? Ta-da! It is displacement. They are displacing their anger. Moving on. A child tells a college counselor that he is not upset by a grade of F in physical education that marred his 4th year perfect 4.0 average in as much as straight A students are eggheads. This demonstrates that you're all clowns. Oh, wow. I think it's sour grapes rationalization as well. I don't remember what these are. I've never heard of sweet lemon. I've heard of sour grapes. It's either that or reaction formation, and I don't think it's that. So we're gonna go with C. So let's learn. Remember the fable in which the fox couldn't secure the grapes, so he said they were probably sour anyways. Well, here's the human equivalent, affectionately known as sour grapes. I didn't really want it anyway is the way this one is usually expressed. Choice D depicts sweet lemon variety. Here the person tells you how wonderful a distasteful set of circumstances really is. Ah. Alright, cool. I have earned myself a pack. Do we crack the pack now? Or do we crack it at the end? Do I give myself a midstream reward, or do I do it at the end? Do it. Do it now? Well, you know what they say. A pack in the hand is worth a pack in the hand. All right, we'll go with one of the duplicates. We have quite a few duplicates. All right, we'll do this one. All right. We're going to do Kaldheim Collector's Pack, which Kaldheim is based off of... what the hell is it called? What mythos? It's based off of Norse mythology. Will Magic the Gathering be on the test? I fucking hope so. So these cards are based off of Norse mythology. Let's go through and see if we get anything that's worth anything. So nothing so far. That's a cool one. Nope. 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 Pact of the Serpent. That is not worth anything, I think. Full Art Doomscar. Also not worth anything. Foil, one of the worst cards in the set, or worst rares, so feels bad. Not worth anything. Magda, that's kind of cool. So like $1. I don't think that this is worth anything either. And then a full art foil, Blood on the Snow. I don't think that that's worth anything either. It is very cool though. It is a fun card. It's quite a good card actually, but it's still not worth anything. Actually, I think this right here, the token, is worth more than the entire pack. Or not worth more than the cards that I opened. We can take a look. TCG player, Blood on the Snow. Full art Extended art foil is worth $1. All right. That was an epic fail, honestly, or at least a pretty sad fail. All right. Add these to the box. All right. Moving onwards. A master's level counselor, right here, lands an entry level counseling job in an agency in a warm client. It was not. You got 20 questions correctly, sweet lemon. Her office is not air conditioned, but the counselor insists she likes this because sweating really helps her keep weight in check. Yeah, that is sweet lemon right there. Like, we're literally talking about it. It is B. Oh, gee, I just love to sweat. All right. A teenager who has had his heart set on winning a tennis match broke his arm in an auto accident. He sends in an entry form to play in the competition, which begins just days after the accident. His behavior is influenced by... Yeah, I guess it's denial. It's got to be denial. I'm gonna go with A. And then I want to... Okay, it is A. I want to read one more time what sublimation is, because my brain can't remember it for some reason. Person acts out an unconscious impulse in a socially acceptable way. Hence, a very aggressive individual might pursue a career in boxing. Right. Okay. Alright. Blank is like looking in a mirror, but thinking you are looking out a window. Blank is like looking in a mirror, but thinking you're looking out a window. I guess it's projection. This question kind of sucks. Am I wrong? Do you guys like this question? This question seems kind of shit. It's metaphoric? I guess so. It is very visual. Yeah, I'll go with C. I agree. Simply put, the person who engages in projection attributes unacceptable qualities of his or her own to others. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll take it. Mark is obsessed with stamping out pornography. What a... My guy Mark. Man of the people. He is unconsciously involved in this cause so that he can view the material. This is... What does that mean? I don't know what this means. He doesn't like porn, but he is involved in porn. Am I just getting tired, or is this question like kind of weird? Again. He doesn't... No, it makes sense. He says he doesn't, so that he has access to it because he secretly likes it. A person who engages in projection attributes unacceptable qualities of his or her own to others. Yeah, it's got to be. I don't know. I don't know. I guess the question makes sense. I just don't. My brain can't handle it. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. We'll go with A. A is the only one that we like haven't really talked about, so let's go with A. It is A. Okay, so why is it A? In reaction formation, the person acts the opposite of the way he or she actually feels. I'm writing that down just so I can remember. Reaction formation. Can I also mini rant? Mini rant. I am irritated by the choice use of the term he or she, merely because the word they suffices. It is an all-encompassing word that requires less syllables, less letters, and just like every time I see he or she, I'm just like, why not just use they? And I'm not even saying this in like a like I'm just saying like in general. I feel like the word they should be used more because it just makes sense. You know, like it doesn't, you know, so all right, moving on. Jesus Christ, do you see what they say? An adult living with a very elderly parent, for example, may spend all of his or her time caring for the parent, when in reality, the individual unconsciously would like to see the elderly person die. She. Grandma better kick the bucket soon. Alright, moving on. Ted has always felt inferior intellectually. That's because Ted's a simp, and simps are intellectually inferior. He currently works out at the gym at least 4 hours daily and is taking massive doses of dangerous steroids to build his muscle. The ego defense mechanism in action here is... you guys should get this one. This is one that you guys definitely should get. 100%. Because we all know somebody that compensates. He could have just bought a big truck. You know, every time I hear a very loud truck, or like, you know, like that kind of thing, like a very loud, you know, a big flashy truck, or one that's like, he's like revving the engine, immediately my brain goes to, wow, his dick is probably massive. There's no other explanation. No other explanation. Yeah, when I hear loud cars, I go, wow, his dick must be big. Every time. All right. Maybe it's possible, bunnies. It's possible. All right. Jane feels inferior, probably because she is the simp. She is now president of the board at a shelter for the homeless. Wow. Actually, she's like opposite of simp. She's gas. She seems to be obsessed with her work for the agency and spends every spare minute trying to help the cause. Good for her. When asked to introduce herself in virtually any social situation, Jane invariably responds with, "I'm the president of the board for the homeless shelter." Jane is engaging in it's not projection and it's not introjection, so it's either displacement or identification. I mean, identification feels very like literal, so I have a feeling that it's not that. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's got to be identification. I don't think it's displacement. Displacement doesn't make any sense here. Yeah, I'll go with D. That was sick. We got it. Cool. Let's go to 226 and read this. Identification is a defense mechanism which results when a person identifies with a cause or a successful person with the unconscious hope that he or she will be perceived as successful or worthwhile. Well, there you go. Thank you, step bro. All right. A client who has incorporated his father's values into his thought patterns is a product of introjection. We went over this one, I think. Yep, cool. The client's tendency to inhibit or fight against the therapeutic process is known as resistance. Freud has been called... Oh, wait. I have to move my thing up to this. Okay. Freud has been called the most significant theorist in the entire history of psychology. God damn. That's a big claim. I bet his dick was huge. His greatest contribution was his conceptualization of the unconscious mind. Critics, however, contend that C. All of his theories are difficult to prove. Literally all of them. He was pro-female. The purpose of interpretation in counseling is to make the client aware of their unconscious processes. I think it's this. This is the kind of question that separates the men from the boys and the women from the girls. I don't know, but there's something about that sentence sits with me wrong. Alright, moving on. Organ inferiority relates mainly to the work of... I don't know. I don't remember organ inferiority. Oh, wait. It's either Freud or Brewer? It's gotta be Freud, right? I'm gonna go with Freud, because this entire fucking thing has been about Freud, so. It is Adler. Okay. So I got one wrong, and now we're gonna learn why. Okay. The term individual stresses the unique qualities we each possess. Individual psychology is keen on analyzing organ inferiority and methods in which the individual attempts to compensate for it. It is interesting to note that Alfred Adler was a very sickly child because of rickets, a disease caused by the absence of vitamin D, which I have no vitamin D, so like, because I don't go outside. Probably should take some vitamins. Adler could not walk until age 4. He was then the victim of pneumonia as well as a series of accidents. God damn, Adler. Thus, for Adler, the major psychological goal is to escape deep-seated feelings of inferiority. Could Adler's theory reflect his own childhood? You decide. Who won? Who's next? Well, I'm going to type in organ inferiority, and we're going to find out what it is together. The sense of being deficient or somehow less than others as a result of negative feelings about any type of real or imagined abnormality of organ function or structure. Well, I mean, there we go. When a client becomes aware of a factor in his or her life that was heretofore unknown. Wow, Jesus, what a word. Counselors refer to it as insight. It's got to be insight, right? It's got to be insight. Yeah, I agree with you. I can just hear you saying, okay, Dr. Rosenthal, will I really need to know the cute little stories about the sticks and the bananas to pass my comprehensive exam? What is this? Spent time in the Canary Islands. They studied chimpanzees. In somewhat landmark experiment of Kohler's subjects, a rather intelligent chimp named Sultan, needed to secure a dish of food placed outside the cage. I think I remember this. The chimp had 2 sticks, but neither would reach the food. Trial and error, the chimp put the 2 sticks together to create a longer stick, and the problem suddenly solved. Insight took place. Nice. Okay. We're on to question 240. All right. Carl Jung, the founder of analytical psychology, said men operate on logic or the blank principle, while women are intuitive, operating on the blank principle. I think it's B. I think it's logos. I think logos is logic, like literally because of. So I'm gonna go with B. It is B. Cool. Logos implies logic, while eros refers to intuition. Not sexist at all. Alright, cool. We have done 40. We're almost halfway through. Almost halfway through. Jung used drawings balanced around a center point to analyze himself, his clients, and dreams. He called them... Oh, no. I think it's mandalas, but I could be wrong. I don't know why my brain says it's mandalas. I mean, it very well could be projective drawings. That also makes sense. Like, just from the terms. But my brain says A, so I'm going to go with A. Like, my gut. Like, if I was on an exam. So, yes. Yes. Gut instinct. Always right. Eidetic imagery, which usually is gone by the time a child reaches adolescence, is the ability to remember the most minute details of a scene or a picture for an extended period of time. Laypersons will say the child has photographic memory. Oh, wow, interesting. Cool. Dad used intuition, so according to Jung, he's female. She. I could be. I don't really care. Let's just say yes. Blank emphasized the drive for superiority. Fuck. I'm definitely getting this one wrong. Superiority. I'm not going to cheat, but I'm kind of going to cheat. I'm just gonna look to see if I wrote anything about Adler without scrolling back, because I just want to recall information about Adler. I don't know. I don't remember. Fuck. I have no clue either. Does it make sense? I don't know. Freud and Jung? Think so? Yeah, I don't think it's Freud. I'm gonna go with Adler. B. My gut says C, though. I'm just letting you know. My gut says C, but I'm gonna go with B. Oh, I got it right. Okay, okay. Here's a prime example where I'm using an incorrect choice. An incorrect answer, choice C, to teach you key materials. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna learn. The newer constructivist theories of intervention stress that it is imperative that we, as helpers, understand the client's view, also known as constructs, to explain his or her problems. Brief and narrative therapy. Yeah, okay, I remember this. Adler, the father of individual psychology, initially felt that aggressive drives were responsible for most of human behavior. Okay. And then constructivists. And narrative therapy. Looks at the stories in the client's life and tends to rewrite or reconstruct the stories. Looks at the life stories and reconstructs. Understand client's view to explain problems. All right, moving on. Makes sense because of organ inferiority. My dude had a massive schlong, and he felt everyone was inferior to him. That makes sense. The statement sibling interaction may have more impact than parent-child interaction describes. Okay, definitely not Freud. Not Freud. Not Insight. It's gotta be Jung, right? Adler was the one we just went over about aggressive drives and stuff, right? And yeah, it's gotta be Jung. So we'll go with D. Oh, it is B. Oh, fuck. Adler, who broke with Freud in 1911, went on to found a number of child guidance clinics in which he was able to observe children's behavior directly. One criticism of Freud has been that his child development theories were not based on extensive research or observations of children's behavior. Well, there we go. Sibling interactions. All right, there we go. They broke up, yeah. In contrast with Freud, the neo-Freudians emphasized social factors. It's got to be social factors. It's got to be. It's got to be. All right. We were right. Behaviorists are the rivals of analysts. Okay. Baseline. What is baseline? The frequency that a behavior is manifested prior to or in the absence of treatment. How about them Instagram photos? Oh, I'm studying right now. Moving on. 245. The term introversion and extroversion are associated with not Freud, not psychoanalysis. It's gotta be Jung, right? Jung was what kind of therapist? Oh, he wasn't analytical. Shit. So then it's got to be Adler. Yeah, I guess it's C. Ah, fuck. I was right. Fuck. All right, let's learn. Introversion means a turning in of the libido, thus an introverted individual in his or her own primary source of pleasure. Such a person will generally shy away from social situation, is a tendency to find satisfaction and pleasure in other people. I mean, like, I can remember what it means, but that doesn't explain any reason as to why it's my dude Carl Jung, but whatever. Carl Jung. Introversion. Extroversion. Uh-oh, I'm getting a little nervous now. Getting a little nervous. I really don't want to spin the wheel. The personality types of Myers-Briggs type indicator are associated with the work of... All right, all the people in here, you've all done the Myers-Briggs nonsense. Every single fucking one of you. You all love it. I know you do. It's the most basic, normie thing of all time. So who started it? All right, it is Jung. All right, Carl Jung. There we go, buddies. One of Adler's students, Rudolf Drakers. He did not create the hierarchy of needs. That was Maslow. I mean, it's one of these three. I don't know what the TAT is. Him being a Freud hater might make sense. The group therapy thing is what my gut says, because maybe, like, we haven't heard really anything about group therapy, so I'm thinking maybe it's group therapy. I'm gonna go with B. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. It was B. Oh my god, wow. The thematic apperception test. Projective test in which the client is shown a series of pictures and asked to tell a story. Interesting, okay. This was a complete guess. There's no way that I would have gotten this. Okay, cool. Adler emphasized that people wish to belong. This is known as social connectedness. It's gotta be. Yeah, alright. Easy. Adler was one of the first therapists who relied on paradox. Using this strategy, a client who was a student in a counselor preparation program, who was afraid to give a presentation in front of his counseling class for fear he might shake and embarrass himself, will be instructed to It's gotta be A. My gut says A. But I feel like that's more Gestalt, but we're just gonna go with A. We're gonna see what this is. It is A. Wow. Okay, cool. Paradoxical techniques are also associated with the work of Viktor Frankl, who pioneered logotherapy, a form of existential therapy. Oh, yeah, logotherapy, Gestalt is also, I believe, existential therapy. Paradoxical strategies often seem to defy logic, as the client is instructed to intensify or purposely engage in the maladaptive behavior. Paradoxical interventions are often the direct antithesis of common sense directives, such as choice B. Paradoxical methods have been very popular with family therapists. Currently, the technique is popular with family therapists who believe it reduces a family's resistance to change. Sweet. All right. 250, we are halfway through. Jung felt that society caused men to deny their feminine side, known as anima, and women to deny their masculine side, known as animus. It is C. All right. That is 2, which means we got 20 correct again. We get another pack. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We're opening up a collector's booster of Innistrad Midnight Hunt. Midnight Hunt, more like Midnight Stunt. All right, here we go. Duel for dominance. Nope. 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 That's cool looking. Ooh. Not good though. Also not good, but cool. I believe that is also not good, but that's okay. All right. Nope. Nope. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. I think that's it. Oh, This one's not bad, I think. I think that one's okay. I think so. Wait, let me look. Alright, TCG. Don't fucking do me wrong. Let's go. Brutal Cathar. $3. Wah wah. Wah wah. A wah, a wah, a wah, wah, wah. Feels bad, dude. Oh well. That's almost a Big Mac. I don't even eat McDonald's anymore. You know, I haven't eaten McDonald's in months now. Isn't that crazy? It's been literally months since I've eaten McDonald's. Time to fix that. I kind of like having like abs and like, you know, I mean, you can't really see them, nor am I just gonna pull up my shirt and show you because, like, you know, I'm not gonna do that for free. No one gets the tummy for free. All right, moving on. Back to studying. Why work on the body when you can work on the brain? Right, chat? Oh, I got my participation grade. What did I get? Max points. I'm a fucking savage beast. There. What is that? I don't even know what that is. All right. Where's the participation trophy for what? A tip? But only the tip? I don't think it's a tip. I've never seen a tip before. Jung spoke of a collective unconscious common to all men and women. The material that makes up the collective unconscious, which is passed from generation to generation, is known as... It's got to be instinctual. It's got to be. Something is passed down for generations that everyone has. I guess it could be archetypes. I'm going to go with... Oh, the material. Oh, yeah, you're right. It might be... Oh, I don't fucking know. I'm going to go with B. My gut said B. You were right. Okay, you were right. It is D. The wording makes more sense for this. So you were correct. This is easy to remember if you keep the word archaic in mind. An archetype is actually a primal universal symbol, which means the same thing to men and women, like the cross. Okay. All right. 11 incorrect. Common archetypes include the persona, the mask or role we present to others to hide our true selves, animus, anima, self, shadow, the mask behind the persona, which contains aid-like material denied yet desired. I'm just gonna go with D. Okay, it is D. You need 64%, meaning you need to get 103 correct questions out of 160. I need 103 out of 160. So I'm allowed 57 incorrect answers. Well, I'm good of this one chapter, and the beginning of this chapter said that this chapter is filled with a bunch of stuff that like might not be necessary, so. A client is demonstrating inconsistent behavior. She is smiling but says that she is very sad about what she did. When her counselor points this out to her, the counselor's verbal response is known as confrontation. I mean, it's just confrontation. I mean, I would hope so, bunnies. I would think so. But I'm still studying just in case. During a professional staff meeting, a counselor says he is worried that if techniques are implemented to stop a 6-year-old boy from sucking his thumb, then he will begin biting his nails or stuttering. The counselor... Oh god, these both say symptom substitution. I'm gonna go with C. It's a behavior that they want to change. So I'm gonna go with C. Behaviorist symptom substitution. It was fucking D. Fuck. Oh, symptom substitution is a psychoanalytical concept. If you merely deal with the symptom, another symptom will manifest itself. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Behaviorists do strive for symptom reduction and do not believe in the concept of symptom substitution. The test is Friday. An eclectic counselor. I mean, this is just C. Eclectic is all-encompassing, so... Alright, cool. The word eclectic is closely associated with... Not these two. It's either Thorne or Skinner. I don't remember. I think it's Skinner. So I'm going to go D. It is A. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stinky. Thorne felt that true eclecticism was much more than a hodgepodge of facts. It needs to be rigidly scientific. Alright, well. What therapy modality do you use again? I use cognitive behavioral therapy. A counselor who is obsessed with the fact that a client missed his or her session is the victim of... cognitive dissonance, I guess. Or wait. That's not true. That's not true. It's not cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is when is inconsistent thoughts. So yeah, I guess it's gotta be countertransference, but that's not what I thought it would be. Countertransference is when your own feelings are being projected onto the client. So maybe it is countertransference. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's countertransference. Let's go with that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Cognitive dissonance suggests that humans will feel quite uncomfortable if they have two incompatible or inconsistent beliefs. Yeah, so you're right. It is this. That makes sense. I'm getting tired. I can tell that I'm getting tired because I've done now 157 questions today. So going on almost 200. So, and I also worked out today and had clients and stuff today, so it's been a long day. Lifestyle, birth order, and family constellation are emphasized by got to be Adler, right? It's either C or D. I'm gonna go with Adler. We're gonna see. Yes. Fuck. God. Thank. Jeez. Okay. Oh, I have no many. What are we at? 8, and I've gotten. Okay, so we should be at 45. Cool. I only thought about this because of the earlier question of the sibling interactions are being more important than the parent interactions. So I assumed that there was way more, that he would be more interested in birth order and family constellations. Alright, cool. A counselor who remarks their firstborn child are usually conservative but display leadership qualities is most likely. A counselor who remarks that firstborn children are usually conservative but display leadership qualities is most likely. I guess B. I guess. Okay, cool. I'm glad you felt the same way as me, Dan, with the B with the question mark. True, Divvy. Are you talking about the psychosexual stages of development? Yeah, they're kind of interesting, right? Oral, anal, phallic. Phallic was my favorite. She. think the oral is mine. I mean, I still bite my nails, so. Current family therapy movements is Adlerian. Yeah, that makes sense. Existentialism is to logotherapy as blank is to behaviorism. I think it's operance. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Associationism. The first word in the question gives us a significant clue. Okay. The question mentions behaviorism, which is a type of psychology, more lucid. Grew out of the philosophy. Okay. Operants are B. I was right in a sense, but not actually correct. They're behavioristic, however, they're not a philosophy. Oh, you went with the ism. Oh, that makes sense. Look for the name John Locke. Okay, write that down. I know, right now. Okay. 40 more questions. B.F. Skinner reinforcement theory elaborated on. It's gotta be the law of effect. That just makes sense. Because like cause and effects, that's gotta be it. Yes. Yeah, Skinner was the dog guy. Well, so was Pavlov too. So, but yeah. All right, cool. Moving on. Classical conditioning relates to the work of Pavlov. We're just saying that. That's 2 correct. An association that naturally exists, such as an animal salivating when food is present, is called conditioned. Oh, fuck. Fuck. It's unconditioned. You're right. You're right. Yeah. My brain just went to what I thought it would be. Again, this is I'm tired. I definitely feel like I'm kind of like trying to get through them. Yeah, okay, you're right. It is unconditioned. Snack time. I just ate dinner. I don't really have any brain foods right now. Actually, I do. Maybe it is. I'm gonna take a bathroom break and also grab myself like some. I was 2 letters off. and grab myself like a snack. I think it's a good idea. I agree. Oh, there's not even Lily to provide you. Should I leave it like this? I don't know, whatever. I don't care. Oh. All right. We got some crackers, we got some cheese, we got some grapes. my favorite combination of foods. So. I'm wondering if I should put a pause on doing the rest because it is kind of late and I have to wake up early tomorrow. I would hate to have to stop it here, but it would honestly make quite a bit of sense for me to do so. We're 37 away. We're almost 2/3 down. Nah, let's do it. Let's finish it. Let's finish it up. All right. Let's finish it. Let's fucking do it. All right. I just Pac-Man that food. True. I wanted that fucking cracker in my mouth. All right. Moving on. Skinner's operant conditioning is also referred to as I think instrumental learning, if I remember correctly. All right, cool. Sweet. Sweet. I'm just going to try to fly through these as best I can. Respondent behavior refers to definitely reflexes when you respond to something. Sweet. All reinforcers tend to increase the probability that a behavior will occur. It is B. Moving on. If my crackers and cheese and shit fall on the ground, I will cry. Negative reinforcement requires the withdrawal of an aversive negative stimulus to increase the likelihood a behavior will occur. Negative reinforcement is not used as often as positive reinforcement, and I mean, it is not the same thing as punishment. That is true. So I think it's C. Cool. Punishment decreases the probability that a behavior will occur. Sweet. We're fucking flying right now. Probably because I have some food in me, right? Actually, I know this content, so. In Pavlov's famous experiment using the bells, the bell was the fuck. I forget what these stand for. Are you eating grapes and vegan cheese? I love it. I love grapes and cheese. Conditioned response, unconditioned response. Conditioned stimulus, unconditioned stimulus. Right? The bell was the conditioned stimulus. And the meat was the unconditioned stimulus, right? Because there is no response here. So I'm going to go with A. I'm so fucking smart. Look at me go. Mom! Mom, get the camera. The most effective time interval between the conditioned stimulus and an unconditioned stimulus oh shit, I don't actually know this. The smallest one. Why is that? So it's C? You're saying it's C? Why is that? You want to make a connection between them, right? Oh. I don't know what the 0.05 level means. I assume that means like the smallest. Or is it D? I don't know what this means. I'm gonna go with C, but I think it's wrong. I think it's D. Yeah, it is D. Fuck me. Okay, half a second. We'll keep that in mind. What is this shit? Does it explain what 0.05 level means? No, it doesn't. Okay. Many researchers have tried to put the unconditioned stimulus, the meat, before the conditioned stimulus. This usually results in no conditioning. Yeah, that makes sense. I agree. Yep. Okay. Several graduate students in counseling trained a poodle to salivate using Pavlov's classical conditioning paradigm. One day, the department chairman was driving across campus and honked his horn. Much to the chagrin of the students, the poodle elicited a salivation response. What had happened? Stimulus generalization. Yeah, that makes sense. Ignore all irrelevant information. Yep, alright. You're right. You're right. I agree. The department chairman found the poodle's response to his horn humorous. He thus instructed the graduate students to train the dog to salivate only to his car horn and not the original bell. Indeed, the graduate students were able to perform this task. The poodle is now demonstrating stimulus discrimination. Sweet. Who is Pavlov again? So Pavlov did an experiment with dogs that essentially he would ring a bell, give a dog meat immediately after they rung the bell. So essentially every time he rung the bell, the dog would start to salivate because he was expecting to get meat. Which, I mean, honestly, same though. Every time I hear a bell, I'm expecting some meat. So it demonstrated conditioning, how you can condition a person or an animal to do something. What's up, Arda? Hi. How are you doing? We are currently studying for my therapy counselor's exam. The department chair was further amused by the poodle's tendency to be to discriminate one conditioned stimulus from another. He thus told the students to teach the dog to salivate only to the horn on his Ford, but not one on the graduate student's Chevrolet truck. In reality, the horns on the two vehicles sounded identical. The training was seemingly unsuccessful in as much as the dog merely took to very loud barking in the case. I'm going to say experimental neurosis. I think it just makes the most sense. Yeah, okay. Simulate experimental neurosis. A first on Twitch for me for what? How you doing, Strong? It's pretty dope that you've been coming back so often. Nice to see you. Okay. In one experiment, a dog was conditioned to salivate to a bell paired with a fast food cheeseburger. The researcher then kept ringing the bell without giving the dog the cheeseburger. This is known as torture. Extinction. It's definitely extinction, yeah.
You like jazz?
Agreed. Hehe, yes, thank you for the follow. Yeah, that one's easy. John B. Watts' name is associated with... Uh-oh! Stinky. I don't remember this. Oh, God. I think it's... Oh, God. I don't know. I think it's a little Albert. But it very well could have been Anna as well. I don't think it was, though. I'm going to go with C and then feel bad about my decision when it ends up being both. Oh my God. Sweet. All right. Another pack. All right, a Kamigawa Neon Dynasty pack. I don't think I'm gonna have to, I don't think that I can do this next time. I think I'm gonna make it like 33 questions rather than 20 because I'm running out of packs and I feel kind of bad because I kind of wanted to save them for... Actually, I'll just buy more magic packs and just open them on stream, so gives me an excuse and a tax write-off. Sucker. God fucking damn. Holy moly. Give it to me. There we go. Alright, cool. This pack could have some pretty damn good cards in it, so let's cross our fucking fingers and toes. And... we start off with a great card. A good boy. A spirited companion. Look at him. That's a good one to open. Nope. That one's good. Not bad. No. No. That's cool looking. Look at that thing. That's sweet. Nope. Selfish samurai. Ooh. Nope. That's a cool one. Ooh, Invoke Calamity. This card's cool. Not worth anything, but cool. Myojin of Grim Betrayal. That's cool. March of Burgeoning Life. Not very good. The Dragon of Kami Reborn. And then finally, the same card, but foil. And that's it. Kind of disappointing, honestly. All of our packs have kind of sucked. We haven't really opened anything that's like cool. But still cool. All right. We continue. We can earn up to one more pack. So up to one more. All right, let's do it. So, during a family counseling session, a 6-year-old girl repeatedly sticks her tongue out at the counselor, who is obviously ignoring the behavior. The counselor is practicing. I mean, it's definitely extinction, right? Sweet. In general, behavior modification strategies are heavily based on blank, while behavior therapy emphasizes blank. Behavior modification strategies. It's A and C. Skinner's principles were instrumental, and then Pavlov's were classical, so it's D. Cool. 2. A behavioristic counselor decides upon adverse conditioning as treatment of choice for a gentleman who wishes to give up smoking. The counselor begins by taking a baseline. This is accomplished. On adverse conditioning, aversive. I'm not sure what that is. The counselor begins by taking a baseline. Oh, I know what that is. A baseline is the occurrence of behavior prior to just like the stuff that was going on before stuff happened. So we mark where are we now, at the very beginning before anything has happened, and then where will we be later. So it's B. Cool. You like my sweater? Thank you. This is like my therapy outfit, or one of them. The first studies, which demonstrated that animals could indeed be conditioned to control autonomic processes, were conducted by I don't know. You say Thorndike, and I don't know who this is. So I mean, I'll go with A, but I'm gonna... Oh, it was Neil Miller. There we go. We were wrong. I'm kind of glad that we were wrong. You have a uniform? I don't have a uniform. I wear whatever I want. I mean, sometimes I just wear a regular sweater. Sometimes I dress up a little bit more. So now I get to learn a little bit. So the first study, okay, in the study that perhaps challenged a 100-year psychological doctrine, Miller and whatever showed that by utilizing rewards, rats could be trained to alter heart rate and intestinal contractions. Prior to the experiment, it was thought that automatic or autonomic bodily processes such as heart rate, blood pressure could not be controlled. Today, counselors often use the technique of biofeedback, hooking the client to something that provides bio to help clients control autonomic processes. Mention A postulated the law of effect, which is known as trial and error. Theory assumes that satisfying associations. Okay. Okay, so I will write this one down. Okay. Moving on, we have 20 more, and I need to get a lot of them correct. So, the significance of the Little Albert experiment by John B. Watson, University Rayner, was that a phobia can be a learned behavior. Sweet. John B. Watson is to cause as Mary Cover Jones is to. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's got to be cure. None of these fucking make sense, so. I only got that one because the rest of the answers made no sense. I hate it when practice exams give you free questions. Like, I really want to learn, like, make it hard. The famous a child was conditioned. Historical accounts indicate that that the child also began to fear a Santa Claus mask. This would demonstrate stimulus generalization. Fucking sweet. A counselor says he or she practices depth psychology. Technically bases his or her treatment on depth psychology. I've never heard this before. So it's one of these three. I don't know. I really don't know about this one. My gut says this. Oh, fuck, I'm so good. I'm so good. When a counselor refers to a counseling paradigm, she really means, why she? Why not they? Again, another example of like, why add gendered pronouns? Makes no sense. When a counselor refers to a counseling paradigm, she really means I'm guessing it's a treatment model, but I don't know. Oh my god. Fuck me, I'm so good. A man says, "My life has been lousy for the past 6 months." The counselor replies, "Can you tell me specifically what has made life so bad the last 6 months?" The counselor is not interpretation, not summarization. It's either C or D. I'm gonna just use D. I'll say it's D. Fuck me. This does make sense. The concreteness. Concretely tell me what is wrong. What specifically is wrong, yeah. Fuck no, go back. Uh-oh. Why does my back mouse button work, but not my forward mouse button? God damn it. Okay. Therapy. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Strong. A client who is having a panic attack is told to practice relaxing his jaw muscle for 3 minutes a day. The counselor here is using a directive. It's got to be a directive. Directive. Is a suggestion. Writing that one down. 69. Blank is a biofeedback device. A bathroom scale. Nice. Johnny just loves M&Ms, but doesn't do his homework. The school counselor thus instructs Johnny's mom to give the child a bag of M&Ms every night after he finishes M&Ms. This is an example. I would say this is an example of fucking punishment. This boy's gonna get mighty thick. Mighty fucking thick. But it's actually positive reinforcement. It's straight D. Genuineness or congruence is really the counselor's ability to be his or herself. Very nice. All right, last 10 questions. Empathy is the ability to understand the client's world and communicate this to the client. All right, well, it's definitely A. Behavioristic. Oh, no. I don't know if it's behavioristic. I'm just gonna go with A and regret my choice. Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes. Uh-huh. When something is added following an operand, it is known as a blank. When something is taken away, it is known as a blank. When something is added, it is a positive, and when something is taken away, it's a negative. It's a B. All right. We're getting close. After a dog is conditioned using the well-known experiment of Pavlov, a light is paired with a bell. In a short period of time, the light alone would elicit the television. This is called... I think it's higher order conditioning. Yeah, I think it's D. Okay, it is. Cool. A counselor decides to use biofeedback training to help a client raise the temperature in his right hand to ward off migraines. He would utilize I have no fucking clue. I don't know what any of these abbreviations are. I know what EKG is, the only abbreviation that I recognize, but I don't know. What a temperature trainer? Does that I don't know what that is either. None of these make any sense to me. I don't know what these are. I'm gonna go with D, but that's only because it's the only one that I recognize. I mean, I guess a temperature trainer would make sense. Biofeedback training, like that would just, you know. All right, we'll go with D. Roll the dice. It's A. Oh my god. It was the simple one. All right, we can't get any more wrong. I have 5 questions and I can't get any of them wrong, otherwise I have to do a stupid workout. I really hope it's the push-ups. A counselor discovered that a client became nervous and often experienced panic attacks when she would tense her frontalis muscle over her eye. The counselor wanted direct muscle feedback and thus would rely on... Well, we learn what these are, so I'm gonna read this real quick. EMG is electro. Oh, well, it's that one. So, EMG, electromyogram, which is measure muscle tension. Measure muscle tension. Okay, EEG. Focuses on production of alpha waves. Production of alpha waves, which is calmness. EKG is the one on the heart, right? Okay. Well, that would be EMG feedback then. A simple yet effective mood ring. It's got to be C. All right. According to the Premack principle, an efficient reinforcer is what the client him or her themselves. Again, why would you do this? Themselves. According to the Premack principle, an efficient reinforcer is what the client themselves likes to do. Thus, in this procedure, a lower probability behavior is reinforced by a higher probability behavior. A higher probability behavior is reinforced by a lower probability behavior. I think it's C. Wait. No. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna be it. This is the one we fail. And I have to work out. Yeah. That's what's happening. Do any of you understand this question? to a degree that you can like come up with a probable answer. I don't know what the Premack principle is. And in its explanation, an efficient reinforcer, so something that is good at reinforcing you, is what the client likes to do. What the client already likes to do. So what you do is a good enough reinforcer. So what that means is a lower probability behavior is reinforced by, I think it's D. I'm just gonna say D. You think it's B? C? I think it's none. Client likes to do. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna do D. Even if it's efficient. I'm just gonna go D because this one hurts my brain. It's A. We were all wrong. Alright. We have to spin the wheel. We were all wrong. I don't know. Low probability behavior and high probability behavior. The principle asserts that a high probability behavior can be used as a reinforcer for any low probability behavior. Okay, I'm gonna write it down. Give me an example. Give me a tangible example. Well, time to spin the wheel. I pray to God that it's push-ups or sit-ups. But I guess we'll see. All right. Actually, let's save it for the end. We're almost at the end. So, a counselor who wanted to teach a client to produce alpha waves. That would be EEG. All right. A reinforcement schedule gives the guidelines or rules of reinforcement. If a reinforcer is given every time a desired response is occurred, it is known as continuous reinforcement. The two basic classes of intermittent reinforcement schedules are the blank based on the number of responses and the blank based on the time elapsed. So it's definitely interval. So it's ratio and interval. A. All right. The most difficult intermittent schedule to extinguish is the I would say A, but I'm going to say A. It was D. Oh, wow. Wait. There's more? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh no, I thought it was 100 questions. Well, I'm still gonna stop at 300 because like my brain was set to 300, so I ended up with 21 corrects and 79 correct and 21 incorrect, which I mean that's almost 80%. 79%. Not bad. I do have to spin the wheel though, so let's do this. Let's just get it done. Okay. Reasonable. Reasonable. Let's fucking do it. $40, right? Not bad. All right. $40. That wasn't bad. To be fair, I did do my ab workout today. How am I feeling about my knowledge base? I feel a little better. I mean, it seems like I got a lot correct already, so... Random number? Between 1 and 10? 10? Whew. I think you did them easier than from our... Oh, definitely. I mean, You're not my dad! Yo, my dude. I see you know how to play the game. Yeah, one of the games that I learned from Twitch was anytime someone says pick a number, you always just pick the highest number. And I've actually like associated that in real life too, because generally when a choice needs to be made, right? And they're like, pick a number between whatever and whatever, and I just pick like the highest number. Like sometimes it makes them do the maximum amount of decisions, right? Like you go, like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I say 100, and now they have to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo 100 times. so it like ends up defeating the purpose of the thing, which like is also fun in itself. So thank you, Wormies. I really do appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Daddy? But yeah, I wanted to look at my abs off screen and see if they were presentable, but right now they're kind of filled with cheese and crackers and grapes, so I'm gonna go with a no. But either way, thank you for hanging out and studying with me. I really appreciate it. We did 3 hours, a little over 3 hours, so that's awesome. We got 100 questions done, which is pretty damn good. We are currently on page 205 out of 670. So I'd say like we're a third done the book. Oh my god. Uh-oh. But still, I got a lot done, and I definitely feel better. So thank you for coming and helping me study. I really appreciate it. That was a lot of questions. How long will the exam be? You're given 3 hours, but from what I've heard, my friends said that it took like an hour or a little over an hour, like an hour, and then checking their questions or something. So I expected to get it done in about an hour. I think that's a realistic time frame. 160 questions. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow, I think that I will also be doing another study stream. Sorry if like this week is going to be kind of filled with them, but my priority is passing this exam. And if I pass it, then I don't ever have to take it again in my life, and I'm allowed to graduate. So high risk, high reward here. So we're going to do some studying tomorrow as well. And with that being said, I'm going to end the stream so I can go get some sleep. And when I wrap up, I'm going to read off all the subs and donations and the biddies and the love that you guys sent me. Starting from about 3.5 hours ago, a little under. David with the tier fucking 3. Thank you. DMY with the 8 months. I am your son with the 4 months primer. And then our juicy sugar daddy, our glucose guardian, our fructose father, Ormies with the 10 gifted, juiced up, frozen delight fucking subs. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I'll be back on tomorrow around 9. If I end up being a little late, it's probably because I'm eating dinner. I'm trying to decide if I'm already with being if I'm all right with being my dad's sugar daddy. Yeah, I guess it is a little contradictory in a way. Like a dad's dad. That honestly, in a way, it kind of makes you a granddad, no? Right? A sugar granddad? I don't know. It does make you a granddad, like, overall, though. Because that would mean the children are your grandchildren. But if that's the case, are they also your siblings? So how can something be your grandchildren and your siblings at the same time? It definitely begs a lot of questions, right? Some ethical ones as well. Or some moral ones. All right, all. I love you. and I appreciate you. I'm gonna turn on the goodbye sugar. Time travel. I mean that's one explanation. What would the actual, if we're talking incestually, how can someone be a grandparent to their own siblings? Is there a possibility of this? Like a theoretical connection? How would you do it? You'd have to have children. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird question, but there's some like math involved. No, but for real though, somebody do the math. Can anybody like calculate this? So if I wanted to be my own, is the ag quote not working? That's funny. I don't know. I was thinking biologically. Well, I think it's a funny quote. Yeah, all right. How would you do it? You'd have to, if I wanted to be a grandparent to my siblings, they would need to be my children's children. So it would mean that my children would need to... Oh, I figured it out. So my child would need to have sex with my parent. There we go. I figured it out. It actually wasn't as difficult as I thought it was. So, yeah. See? It works. That tracks, sadly. Now, let's not actually test it out. I mean, shee! That's not the direction I'm trying to bring this stream in, you know what I mean? But I'm glad I figured it out. Now I can rest easy. If I didn't figure it out, I would have been up all fucking night. Alright, all. I love you. I'll turn on the goodbye sugar so you can say goodnight to me and everyone else in the stream. Wait. Oh my god. That would mean... You know what that means, or means? You know what that means? So I'll turn on goodbye sugar. You can say everyone else's stream is active. So you can feel free to spam it as much as you would like. If you not use the goodbye sugar this evening, your child will have sex with your parents. But you know what that means, right? That means that I have had sex with one of your parents, Wormies. That's what that means. Because you are both the grandfather and the child. Or they're your grandchildren. Yeah, so that's what that means. Yeah. Specifically your mother. I had sex. With your mom. Winner. Well, they have to have children, so that's fucking funny. All right, all. I love you. Have a beautiful evening. I will see you tomorrow. And until next time, I will I'll teach you another psychological thing to add to the list of things. So, did you know? Let me see if I can find the actual term for it. Social facilitation. What this means, and you don't have to memorize the word, but just something to keep in mind for the future, is that an individual will do better in a group rather than on their own. So, for example, when you study in a group, you tend to study better. Or if you work out better generally in a group rather than by yourself. So, something to keep in mind. Unless the group is full of distracting clowns and children having sex with their grandparents. I mean, thank you, Cab. I am doing well. Have a beautiful night, my children. And I will see you tomorrow. Come here, turkey.